Alright everyone, I had a Type R video prepped up, ready to go, about to hit upload, and I saw some news today that maybe had to scrap like the first half of that video. And this is some pretty interesting stuff that we have today. So the Civic Type R has a potential June 20th unveil date. The self-proclaimed Honda Pro himself released this information through an Instagram story. A user on Civic 11 forums DM'd Honda Pro Jason, just asking him to confirm the full reveal and stuff like that. And Honda Pro Jason did confirm this. And I do think this is trustworthy information, as Honda Pro Jason is a Honda employee or he's some sort of marketing guy. But I'm not 100% sure what he does. But at this point, we do know that he gets invited to Honda-related events. He has access to the press fleets and is somewhat of an insider. So I do think this is trustworthy information. However, I would take it with a slight grain of salt. This also aligns with Honda's product plan, which says that the Type R is supposed to be revealed after the CR-V, and the CR-V has an unveiled date of July 12th. So this kind of lines up as well. We also know what colors the new Type R is going to come with, as we see in new system leak, similar to how we found out that the Integra was going to be a CVT model. So we got a selection of colors. A lot of them are going to be returning. So we got Crystal Black Pearl, Boost Blue Pearl, Sonic Gray Pearl, Rally Red, and Championship White. So a lot of these are available on the Civic Si, available in the past Type R. So you probably already know what to expect for these colors and how they will look on the actual Type R. Some colors that we do not get from the previous Type R are going to be the Polished Metal Metallic and the Phoenix Yellow from the Type R Limited Edition. If you know some colors that were on the previous Type R that won't be on this one, please let me know. I don't really care that much to put that much research into it. However, unfortunately, we do have some potential sad news for our Canadian brethren out there. And take this with a big grain of salt, as this person claims to be an employee of Honda in Canada. However, we cannot really verify their credentials and stuff like that. So this person claims to say that the new Type R will only be available for 3 years in Canada, meaning the 2023, 2024, and 2025 models. He also says that there will be only 546 units produced for Canada, and this is not per year. This is over the whole course of 3 years. And most dealerships won't even be able to get them. You'll need to be a big dealer or at least sold 5+ Type Rs in the past. And that kind of sucks as well. So he says that they're a big dealer in Quebec and they'll have a maximum of 7 Type Rs that they'll only be able to get in 3 years. And if we take that 546 total and divide it by 3, that's 182 units per year in Canada. And this is just disappointing and sad news to hear, as a car that was already limited, already marked up to begin with, gets even more limited and exclusive. And I really hope that this isn't for that Integra Type S. Otherwise, we will have some issues, and I will be bringing that to you on the channel as soon as that information comes out. There's also rumors that this price is going to be at 58 to 60 MSRP Canadian, and that translates to about $44,000 in the US. So it's not going to translate perfectly, of course, because different variables. However, I do expect a significant increase from the $37,000 that the FK8 cost. Again, which is a bit of a bummer. These car prices are getting out of hand. And I haven't even talked about markups too much, but Canadians, when you buy your limited edition Type R, you better have your wallet ready and you better have your lube ready, because those dealerships are definitely going to screw you over and take advantage of you. And it's not like you could just go to another dealership and just get it at MSRP like you can for a vehicle like an SI. And so this is a mixture of interesting news as I record this on the 8th at 4 in the morning. And I'll take you back to my past self right now to give you the rest of the news and to close out this video. Peace. U.S. fans right here in the United States will get a first close-up look in July when the prototype is going to be at the Indy car round at the Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course. And that's going to be on July 1st to July 3rd. And the prototype, unfortunately, will still be wearing its camouflage. However, it is nice to at least see it in the flesh. Maybe we might get some close-up interior shots of it. And if there's anything significant there, I'll definitely cover that. In recent news, 2 spy shots of the Type R have blown up. One with the vehicle traveling with a Type R companion along the Japanese highway. And there's not too much to know here other than that the exhaust look massive here. And I am a big fan of big exhaust. Speaking of, there was another spy shot that went pretty viral where a truck carrying the Type R showed off the rear bumper as well as those big nice exhaust. And it's also in a production color. It was a nice black. So that just gives us a little bit of idea of what we can expect of a production form, at least in the rear, would look like. After doing a little digging, I found that there's a lot of people of Japan have been snapping up photos of the new Type R whenever it decided to rear its head. So I'll sprinkle a little more of those throughout the video as we go on with the link to Civic forums in the description where you can view them. One of my favorites is the Civic Type R right next to an old generation Integra, and I just think that's pretty sick. Honda has been going on a world tour, track after track with the new Civic Type R, and they just set a new front-wheel drive track record with this car as well on the legendary Suzuka circuit in Japan. On March 14th, the record was set in 2 minutes, 23 seconds, and 120 milliseconds, and that's about 873 milliseconds faster than the Type R LE, which was 2 minutes, 23 seconds, 993 milliseconds. But as we know, the Type R that set that record is definitely more track focused and lighter. So quickly going over what they did to the Type R LE, they reduced the curb weight by 50 pounds versus the standard Type R, and also they gave it grippier Michelin Cup 2 tires. So this car is beating a more track-focused version of the previous gen Type R, and I think that's a pretty good feat. It also has some pretty good company in terms of lap times with the BMW M4, the Audi R8, Stingray, F-Type, and also Hellcat. I feel like some of these vehicles might be modded because you think a Type R will be faster than a Hellcat on the track. The video Honda released of this vehicle at the track also gives us a good idea on how the Type R will sound. And it sounds way more aggressive than the previous gen Type R, and also sounds more natural than the current Civic Si, which pumps in sound through the speakers. The Type R was also seen getting around on Nurburgring in a video from Honda titled "The Wait is Nearly Over." And indeed, the wait nearly is over. So back in 2017, the previous gen Type R sent a new front-wheel drive record with a time of 7 minutes, 43.8 seconds. We know that the previous gen model beat the Type R LE in Suzuka, so it definitely beat the previous Type R here, probably like 3 to 5 seconds over like a 7-8 minute track. So in this video that Honda released, we get more angles of the Type R carving up this 14-mile track. We get a few exhaust sounds, and it still sounds pretty muted, just like the last Type R as usual. Honda's just going on a world tour with this thing, and it means that it's definitely going to be track tuned when it arrives on US shores. In order for Honda to reclaim its crown as the king of front-wheel drive hot hatches, the 2023 Honda Civic Type R has to beat the 740 lap time of the Renault Megane RS Trophy R. And also in 2019, the Megane sets Suzuka record of 22 minutes 25 seconds. The 2023 Type R beat it by 2 seconds and 38 milliseconds. So that means the same would probably happen right here. So we just have to wait for the results, wait for Honda to actually go for this record. I don't think it'll be too hard for them. Other things that we can expect is going to be the same 2-liter turbo, making at least 300 horsepower. Hopefully they don't pull a SI and like reduce the power. In Europe, it makes 316 horsepower due to they have like better octane fuel as well. So hopefully this can make a similar power output. 316 is pretty good in my opinion. It will always be mated to 6-speed manual. There probably will be no automatic. There'll probably be no all-wheel drive like many people have been asking. That's perfectly fine in my opinion. So that's basically the new Civic Type R. let me know what you think. It's going to be interesting when this is revealed, and I'm definitely here for it. Long live front wheel drive, long live the manual, and I can't wait till it arrives. So thank you for watching. I hope you liked this video. Please leave a like if you like this. And I also want to thank you guys for the support recently. My past Civic Type R video actually got 100 likes, and that's the most likes I ever had on this channel. Also, I just crossed 300 subscribers, so here's to 100 more. Like and subscribe to the video, and that's pretty much it from me. Thank you for watching. Peace!